getting in the shower, if you will, in my waters. And a thought came to me, and the thought was this. I put everything in my notes. For the most part, I got a pretty decent, for the most part, memory. But I don't retain a lot of information, especially if it is not as like exciting, if you will, to say the least. But it says this. The question was, you know, I'm in the shower. So for those who don't are not familiar with the channel, Conscious at Night, I started the channel pretty much originally to remind myself that I'm God. It's to remind myself I'm God. Ain't no other way to say it, other than to remind myself I'm love. To remind myself I'm God. God is love, love is God. So, and in doing so, there was a lot of stuff about me that I learned to accept. There was a lot of stuff about me that I learned to open up about and express. And there was a lot of fears that I thought I had. There was a lot of ignorance that I was under. And there was just a lot of different realities that I was plugging into that I had no awareness that I was doing. And I'm experiencing things I don't want to feel, bro. I don't want to go through. I don't, I'm experiencing shit that I don't desire to experience. So, okay, well, you confront that, and then what? After you confront it, then what? What's the resolution to all of this? Because now that you've observed exactly how you feeling in this present moment called reality, what are you about to do? How are you going to save yourself? And that was the type of like reality that I was experiencing to the point where I got to really just start accepting more. I promise you, listen, the more I started to accept myself, I realized how much I do trust me. I did. You know, I got this thing where from the 6-7 observation, I have this thing where 1 leads you to 3 and 3 leads you back to 1. It's like the ultimate observation. It's an observation that you are aware of how you feel. You're not just aware of your 5 senses, but you have an awareness that helps you to observe your emotions, helps you to observe your thoughts, also helps you to observe your wisdom. You know what your wisdom is? It's your higher awareness spoken aloud through agreement emotionally. That's what your wisdom is. It's an expression, whether it is acted out or spoken. It's an agreement of thought and emotion. That's what wisdom is when it's expressed. That's what wisdom is, thought and emotion expressed. Because it's holy. Like, that's what I remember. I'm like, dude, this is dope stuff. So today it led me, to thinking, like, dang, bro, like, it's some stuff that, like, thoughts that come to my mind about, like, shit that happened a long time ago. And normally it'll make me feel a little anxious, worrisome, agitated, bothered. But dude, like, that shit become, I be like, oh, bro, that's like a shadow of mine. But you know what I used to do? I used to be like, oh, shit, let me go run to my shadow and give it all the energy that I can possibly give it because I got to face it. I got to deal with it. I got to do blah, 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 yeah. All that. And all I'm thinking to myself, like, I did all of that shit, but it never went nowhere. Like, bro, I was like, I didn't know what else to fucking do. Like, bro. But to, you know, a point where I start saying to myself, like, I don't care no more, bro. I swear to God, I don't even care no more to get that shit my energy. Like, sometimes you just stop. And it's not like I was like, I hate you, get away from me. Like, it wasn't that. But it was more like, I love me. I accept me. Even to the point where I know you there, you know, but I don't hate you. You fine. Like, I'm good, bro. I love myself. Because I realized, like, I can't take something that's not mine and give it to someone else. I don't truly desire hatred. I don't desire self-hatred. I don't desire hidden anger. I don't desire that. Like, if I'm angry about something, I'm gonna express it. I'm gonna express it in a way where it's conducive to me and not harmful to myself. The best way I can, and shit, if I can't, I know how to release me from anything from making me feel guilty. I don't care, bro. You just can't, like, because when you start caring too much, you be like, bro, shout out to Gracious and me in the building. Yo, what? The what? Which one is it? Is it this one? Put a subscribe, yeah. I appreciate that, yo. I appreciate that. I would tell you that money is gonna go to, you know, Africa is gonna feed all like the hungry people, but I don't live in a reality where that's a thing. Like everybody is well taken care of in my reality. So now, you know, I'm in the shower. I'm like washing my back, scribbity scrib. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ask myself the question, bro, like, mind you, I know I'm God in Christ, and I'm Christ made flesh. I'm the visible image of the invisible. I know all of that. But dude, like, I ask myself, like, why did God send Jesus, right, to save this world? Just for when I'm being real. I'm like, did he do it? This is why I asked that question, because I'm like, Jesus, you came here to save the world, right? This is your world. This is the outer, right? You came here to save your world. But were you like confident that you did? Because you prayed a prayer and you was just like, Father. Make them one as we are one. Please. To know you, God, is eternal life. Not this pray a prayer to go to heaven. It's not that. It's not this survival mode to hell with them, to heaven with me. It's not that. People ain't gonna have different jumpsuits describing their accolades. That's just not about to happen. So I'm thinking to myself, like, but why did this like avatar ask that question to make them one as we are one. Like, I sent you down there to save the world. Now you calling me, asking me to do this. Damn. Trying to rest. What's today? I think it's the 7th day. It's the 7th motherfucking day. I'm tired. I don't even get tired, but I'm tired today. It's time for me to rest. It's like, bro, damn kids. And then, the Holy Spirit roll over. Baby, what's wrong? You know ain't nothing wrong up here. Oh, God, he got to you too? These kids. But that's the funny version. But for real, you be thinking like, cause bro, you came here. He sent you to save us, and now you going back to him like, oh wait, hold on. I can't believe you want to send me down here. You gotta make them one as we are one. They trying to fight, dude. They want to live forever down here, but they don't know that eternal life is you. They don't know that heaven is you, but they don't. So this like they think that I'm somebody special, and really I'm just, and they just reflect. Okay, just make them one. But really, like, what was that saying though? Like, if we take a literal person and a literal person say that shit, it's like, okay, well, what you saying, bro, is make them one as we are one. Well, really, bro, like, it's really just you. You God, though. You definitely God. But to make them one, you'd have to see them separate already. To ask me to make them one, you'd have to see them separate still. When you see yourself whole, and all becomes whole. But, hey, you asked me, son. You asked me. So I'm gonna come. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make them one, son. I'm gonna make them one. So what happens is God comes, right? Bringing this divine justice, right? And now you like, okay, well shit, like, remember when you was a child, I'm saying, a kid, and you did some shit to your brother, and then your brother went to tell your dad on you. Now you hear him get up, doom, and you downstairs, and every step you hear him take, bro. Y'all remember when y'all parents used to come down the stairs, you knew if you was getting that arse whooped. Like, that's that I'm walking down the steps, getting ready to whoop some ass, bro. And we knew the ass whooping walk when we heard it, bro. Like, it was no hiding it. Like, it was like, yo, this shit, we all looked at each other, my brothers, all of us. As soon as we heard my mama walking down the steps, bro, the only thing that we all knew we was hearing inside of us was, I swear to God. And we like, oh, please. And that's exactly what he did. That shit's funny, bro. No, real talk though, but like, this shit was happening, bro. So that's what happened. Like, you had this separation here still. Because you still had this separation, now when God's coming down the steps, seems like the world, this great apocalypse that's supposed to be a great revealing, it's taken as some fucking end of the world horror type fucking movie. It's like, bro, you'd make me want to ask for my money back. Like, for real, man. Like, what? So you got this, like, you got this this false illusion of separation, and now from this separation, there's spaces. Like, when it's like this, bro, ain't no separation, bro. It ain't. But if it's like this, it's some separation. It's some space in here, bro. And so this and this don't know what this is. It don't know what this is. It does not know what this is. Oh my gosh. It don't know what it is. It don't know what that is because it's space. Ain't nothing there. That's why you don't know what it is, because ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing that was there. You don't see nothing but this. You ain't kicking no field goal. You ain't down 1 point. You don't need to score. Like, this ain't nothing here. You gotta think something here. So this unknowingness here is only gonna lead to one thing: anxiety, fear. It's something here that I've created in my mind that gives me space, that creates this separation of space between myself. I promise you, you just do this right now, you just look at your hand, you be like, damn, boys, y'all look just like each other. Like, that's so crazy. I wonder if y'all, like, are y'all twins? No. You sure? Yup. But y'all look just, have y'all ever saw each other? How we gonna see each other? Oh, you right. Well, you tell us. Are we twins? I don't know. And that's what we be going through, bro. Like, those are games, bro. Like, that's games for real. Like, don't be on no game, bro. But yeah, like, y'all won. You just play two hands. You got the same hand. It's just on a different side. Bro, you are like, you ever realize, oh my God, y'all ever realize like you a whole twin? You got two of everything on you. You got two eyes, but you got a third one in the side. You know what I'm saying? So you got three, but outside you have two of everything. You're like boom, 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 boom. And then you got, bro, now down there, I don't know. If you got two La Cucarachas, then hey, more pumping for the humping. And if you got two Chico sticks, then more sticking for the inching. So yeah, like, inside of you though is where your true twin is. That's God, bro. That's God. That's your essence. That's your you. That's your you. That's your you. And so I'm like, okay, God, you here now. You've been here this whole entire time. Like, you've been here the whole time. Like, that was you even asked. That was you saying that old prayer, but like, make them. Dude, I already did. I sent you down there so that you can show them what it looked like. And by you just remembering that they are already one. You can't show what you don't see in you. I mean, come on, bro. Somebody said something about divine justice. It's divine, just ice. It's just some ice. Okay, can I give you some ice? See, we used to water, but now it's like when we talk a little bit Antarctica, we get a little touchy. It's just ice. We turn on the news and we see people getting a little aggressive. It's just ice. Well, can I get some divine ice? Ah, yeah, you can. Ah, you definitely can get some divine ice. Damn. But this is divine justice because, dude, you already won. You already won. The only one that can make them one is when you see you clearly as one. So what happens is you connect to your higher self, and now your higher awareness comes. Your higher awareness comes. You connect to a higher state of consciousness to where you see yourself as all. When you see yourself as all, it's like, okay, cool. I know me now. I was the one that I was praying for to you, who I am, to make them like you and I are. But now I see that I have always been one with myself, reflecting you and I. Thank you. That was it, bro. That was the story, the example of what it looks like to be on earth in a forgotten state with Christ. You know, like, even when we want to use Yeshua or Jesus as the figure, he said, follow me, bro. Pick up your cross. Follow me. What you think he was doing? He was picking up his cross and walking. He didn't say pick up your cross and follow me, for I am perfect. Nah, he ain't say that. Also, what on God, he didn't say that. He didn't say pick up your cross and follow me, because I'm always right. Damn. Fucking bunch of zombies. Well, fine, leave. Like, nah, bro, it wasn't that. It was follow me, like, bro, I'm about to show you how real this shit is, my boy. Like, look. I'm gonna talk to, cause listen, y'all, we talk to ourselves when we're talking to a reflection. Now, I'm gonna say this. I remembered that I'm just energy, and this energy wanted to experience a physical reality. So I hopped in this skin suit via Christ energy, and by my divine feminine creator, shaped me in a womb of a woman. And with wisdom, with divine God instincts, and union with myself, I am. And then everything that was laid out and set out for me, my name, my complexion, my ability to perceive, my humor, my wit, my psychological thinking, my emotions, my physicality, everything was already done. I was just here experiencing everything I wanted. I mean, literally everything. On the premise of oneness. And you got to ask yourself the question like, hey, Father, make them one as we are one. For me to come and make something one would be to follow after perversion. I don't come to make anything one. I just come. I come being one. And I experience reality as one. Because if I come to something broken, I'm only coming from what I see in me. Somebody say divine justice has served. If I come to save something broken, I first must find the pieces in me. What am I finding? Is it pieces or is it peace? Deep shit, bro. Bradusky. Am I finding pieces or peace? Or shit, y'all use the bathroom, you finding pizza? Cause shit, bro, like, keep it a buck at this point in life, bro. Shit, you know you be eating pepperoni still. You know what I'm saying? You be putting bacon on that motherfucker. Pork sausages, Italian sausages, them big ass sausages look like them big old gumballs of chewed gum. Just like the hugest shit, bro. But they taste good. Like, you eat that shit. Then sometimes you don't. It be like a lot of them in a box, empty. No piece of just big ass pieces of sausage, bro. And you just swoop them up with your fingers and toss them in your mouth, bro. Chew them for days, bro. Chew them for days, bro. But you ate it because you thought it and you felt it and you did it. And that's the most thing that I was excited about this weekend, because I remember something that I said, like, you know, being one, being love, being God. It's, man, it ain't about like perfection. You know, let me tell you why it's not about perfection. Because anytime you want to be perfect, you know what that really is saying? I want to do something right because I like how right make me feel. I want to do right because I don't like how wrong makes me feel. So for me to do something right and to never feel wrong, I'd feel perfect. That's what a perfectionist is, because they gain their value based on feeling right instead of wrong. And now I'm only as good or innocent based on how I feel, whether right or wrong, versus trust and faith that I am innocent no matter what. If you come broken, you will leave broken. If you come whole, you will leave whole. This was the divine justice that, because Yeshua prayed that prayer, but why ain't nobody like, where was the rest of the conversation at? From the higher mind. Where? And this is why, like, you know, like if you ever go to mystery school, right? If you ever go to mystery school, just understand this. And I don't mean like a literal school, if you will. I mean like an initiation of unity, of inner gnosis or occult gnosis or your genetic memories, right? You ever go to that school, then you gonna know the truth always, and the truth is not going to set you free. That's fucking that's a fallen conscious, if you will. It's not that it's not innocent. It's just in an inorganic state. It don't set you free. It's not a fucking pretense. Salvation is never a pretense. It was never a pretense, bro. You was saved before the foundations of this motherfucking projection. And these be those, like, you know what I'm saying, like them self-talks. It's the self-talk. So you'd be like, bro, these are like those self-talks that you get to give yourself. Because for real, like, I'm in the shower and sometimes y'all be on the toilet and y'all sometimes be like, you know, in your head. And I know this because I do it. So you be in your head and you have some thoughts coming, whatever the case may, and you be not feeling guilty about certain thoughts. You think about another person, and then that should have come to your mind, and then you start wondering about them, having some regrets and thinking this, that, thinking and that, and then, oh, you know, like, man, why did this person do this, or why did this person say that to me? Why did this person send this text and this, that, and the third? And it's just like, man, if I would have did this, if I would have did that, and bop, bop, do that, bop, bang, boom, do the fruity. We do it. I do it. I know. So stop acting like you don't do it. It's okay. Look, boasting that shit, because when you when you boasting in that type of reality with confidence and innocence, dude, all that's just saying is you was able to think, feel a certain way, and not see yourself uninnocent. That was this whole thing. Like, bro, you can feel. What the fuck's wrong with feeling? Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's not. The only thing that we don't want to do is react to what we feel, especially if it ain't something that we prefer to feel. Listen, if you don't prefer to feel it, don't react. Do yourself and selves a favor and don't react on something you don't even prefer to feel. Because if you don't prefer to feel it, then it ain't even a preferred thoughts. It ain't. That's the secret to, that's another key to just being in your golden age. Bro, if it ain't something that you prefer to feel, it ain't something you prefer to think. So why even give it energy to react it? Why? You don't need to. It's not who you are. You don't identify it. Why do you say I don't identify with it? Because it ain't something you prefer. So, do you go to buffets and eat everything there? No, because I don't like. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. But that's what that is. You don't go there and eat everything. I know one thing you don't do is you don't eat the vegetables. You don't eat all that shit. Man, you don't eat some of that fruit, bro. Like, some of that shit be brown, bro. You don't eat all of that. Stop it. Stop. You know you don't. I know for sure I don't eat everything, bro. I don't even want to eat everything. How some people be in there, like, bro, I'm just keeping it a buck. I be looking at how people look, bro. Ugh. Damn. Just look at you. You ain't even using a spoon. You just grabbing a whole chicken out of there. Damn, they just put it in there. I know your hand hot. Ugh. Then you see people walking up there, digging in their nose, scratching their ass, like smelling their underarm. Like, bro, ugh. I don't want to eat everything at no buffet, bro. That's why some people go to fast food and they go through the drive-thru, because they ain't got to see what other people doing in their cars. They don't. Come on, man. So what's the difference? It's not really like a difference. It's not. So, what is or can ever really be a problem when you just the answer to everything? It's nothing like right or wrong. You think, you feel, and you do what you prefer. What you think, feel, and do that you prefer is holy. We pride ourselves off following our first thought, our first gut feeling, or just trusting my intuition. Like, this is us. This is the whole notion of holiness is, yo, I thought this, I felt this, and I did that. Or I thought this, but I felt it, and child, I did not like it. Did you do it? Yeah. How'd you feel? Kind of bad, guilty, I guess. You know why you felt guilty? Why? Not because you're a bad person. Okay. Well, you felt guilty because you did something that you didn't prefer to do. That's all. You know, like, it was almost like you forced yourself to be pleased versus find out what actually pleases you and just do that. If that wasn't really exciting, don't do it. Because you're not feeling guilty based on what you've done. You're feeling guilty based on what you did when you didn't feel like doing it. That's what that shit is, bro. You ever went to school, bro, and you did not feel like going? And the whole way you was walking, you just, oh my God, like, you just mad, bro. You mad at yourself. But you don't feel like, I had to walk to school, dude. It was a 34 to 40 minute walk. It was. You know I'm gonna be real too. I ain't even really like going to the zoo because we be there for a whole hour and a half. Hot as shit, bro. Hot. And my parents, they packed a lunch. And by the time that thing got took out of the Ziploc bag, if she ain't put ice in it, that sandwich was soggy. You know what I'm saying? If my father made it, he don't put mayonnaise on the sandwich like I like mayonnaise. He put a big old glob right in the center and think that's spreading mayonnaise when you squeeze it on it. Bro, that ain't how you supposed to spread no mayonnaise on my sandwich. Like, bro. But them Capri Suns, they made up for it. They did. Them Swiss rolls, they made up for it. They did. Them oatmeal cream pies, they did. They did. Them Doritos, them hot Cheetos, like they made up for it, bro. I wasn't tripping. But I didn't like it. I didn't like walking like that, especially in the sun. But guess what? It was completely different and completely opposite. When we go to Geauga Lake, when we go to Cedar Point, it was completely different. I'll walk for an hour. I'll walk for 2 hours because I'm getting on rides and I'm having fun. I'm doing something I prefer. So I'm not irritated the whole time. I'm not feeling something that I don't prefer the whole time. Because I can think of being with the same people. I can think being, in a sense, driving the same car. I can think walking in the same amount of time, maybe even more. But I can also picture myself and experience myself doing something else. So it's like, okay. This is how we alchemize. This is how I used to alchemize, like, or what alchemize shit I don't prefer. Until it's like it's a natural thing to where it's like I'm only thinking, feeling, and doing what I prefer. I'm only thinking, feeling, and doing what I prefer. Like, you alchemize so much that you build the natural relationship with yourself to only do what you think and feel that you prefer. It was almost as if the world restarted itself so that you can now relive a reality that you are now in control of. Inside out. So it was like, yo, remembering all of that and expressing it, being vulnerable and just open about it and not caring, like, I think it's probably the best feeling that you can feel, because you don't have to. First of all, can't no. Listen. For me personally, this is for you, Quentin. Okay, okay, good. Please, thank you, because I need that right. All right, dude. Like, if I don't judge me, can't no reflection of myself do it. I gotta remember I am 24, quote unquote, 7 in front of a mirror. So what I see done to me that I react to is coming from me. That's what that shit is, bro. It can be my lower mind, but I don't have to react to that shit because I'm in an alpha state. I'm observant enough to not respond to things I don't prefer. And because of that, I overcome the world of myself. Bro, I don't gotta respond. Nothing needs an explanation, bro. Like, I ain't wrong about shit, bro. If I don't feel like talking to you, I'm not about to talk to you. Because there's certain things like shadows and thoughts that will come to your mind. And if you don't want to get that shit energy and entertainment, you don't have to. You'd be running like a chicken with his head cut off. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got that goddamn much stamina to be doing some crazy shit like that. The fuck? Bro, nobody about to do that, bro. I ain't. Fuck no, bro. The thought ain't about to be there that long. Like, it ain't gonna be there that it ain't gonna be there that long, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for real, if that shit get to you though, and it's your reflection, if it gets to you and you not in a you're not in an observant state, then this is how you most likely gonna react. That's how you gonna react, bro. I'm not lying, like, for real. You gonna get that text message, and the whole time you see that name pop through, you reading that shit, and man, that's what happens. And then they go from that to and now you like, man, fuck them. Dead to me. 2 weeks later. That's good shit, bro. That's how that shit, that's how that shit is. And then a month later, he's back to, I'm back. That's how that shit is, bro. That shit is hilarious, bro. But this is us, man. This is us being our true selves. This is us being our true selves, and that's the only thing that we can truly like be. It's just thoughtful enough to feel, courageous enough to express it. Exactly how we think it and feel it. And even if we may fall short of what we may think is an expectation of doing if you will, being holy or authentic. That shit's not an expectation. It's an excitement, bro. You get to act out something how you thought it and felt it. That's exciting. What? We don't got no problem if we ever took acting classes and shit. Like, we go to the movies. You think you'd want to pay? You know how these movies is. I don't give a fuck, bro. I ain't got no lack mentality. But come on, man. We know what's up, bro. You want to go pay? You got a family of 5, and you want to go pay $80 for a movie, and these actors is fucking up. They forgot their lines. They ain't truly bought in. They ain't even believable, bro. Like, they don't even believe themselves. Or you want to go watch some actors, and they didn't have that many takes because they couldn't afford it. And now it's like, bro, they took they acting too serious, and they done got upset at the other character and punched their teeth out, and now they got teeth on the set, bro. The teeth wasn't supposed to be there, and now they fighting, but they like, shit, we gotta keep this movie going, bro. Hey, we gonna put it out. We gonna call this bitch Jurassic Park from World Star. Like, fuck, I don't care. We gonna put this bitch out, and we gonna make this money. Like, bro, we ain't got time. We ain't got the takes either. So yeah, fuck that. Nope, you should have never hit. You should have never hit him. You should have never. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it out there, bro. I already edited it. Like, nah, man. You just get to a place like where you just like, I got to a place where I don't care no more, bro. You just get there. You really do, like, you get there. You know how, like, why would people be like, how Trump is, he just say whatever he want to say. Sometimes old people, quote unquote, they just start saying whatever they want to say because they got to a point, but they did it through perversion because, listen, they wanted to get old because they thought that they supposed to be that shit, like. And they thought by the time I get to this point, I say whatever I want to say because I got the years under my belt. I'm 131 years old. I can say whatever I want to say at this point in life because I ain't got too much longer. That's how they be talking, bro. Like, you know. So they just say all. But imagine having that courage, bro, of actually believing and knowing that, bro, I had to die to live this life. I ain't dying, bro. I'm living. And I'm going to enjoy myself doing it authentically, bro. And if I don't do it authentically, you know why I'm going to still enjoy it? Why? Because, goop, I don't judge myself based on my actions. You know why? Why? Because I don't judge myself based on my emotions. You know why? Why? Because I only judge myself based on my awareness. My divine masculine says I'm innocent. So I never have to judge myself based on emotions nor actions. So in essence, it ain't fuck how I feel or act. It's really like I'm not going to let how I feel nor act separate me from the love of my divine masculine declaration of innocence. Because I'm one with myself. That's what unity is all about. Unity was always about you and I. The divine masculine and feminine reality. And what it'll look like when one plugs into what they prefer most. So that's how I feel, man. In this look behind the scenes in regards to my imagination is that I was able to live through realities in different ages where I experienced what I preferred and experience some shit I don't prefer, bro. Like, dude, I was just fucking on Robinhood the other day, buying some shit, not knowing what the fuck I was doing and wasting money. I'm like, bro, shit, fuck. Listen, don't ever, hey, when you have it to invest, bro. Just go at it and go hard. Cause listen, learn, bro. Like, use your investments as a learning, like especially when you new at something. I was new at what I was doing. It was contracts, but I ain't really want to hit the contracts. But shit, just like I did with stocks, I had to put some money into some shit and see it go up and go down. I've made a lot. I've made more. I've made way more than I've lost. Let me just say it like that. As far as peak, like my peak was way more than my peak of damn. I lost a lot. So I would say because of that, I ain't tripping, bro. I could. My potential of peaks have even been more than my. I'm afraid to take the chance. So but I will say one thing that I could say about me investing and things like that, if I would have held on longer to certain things, I'd probably be living for sure. I know I for sure would be living a different reality. That's for sure, bro. Not in a guilty way, but just like I just know, like, dude, I'd be living a completely different reality right now. I'd be fucking streaming this shit off a beach, bro. But I am though, like literally I am. And that's my biggest that's one of my higher excitements too, is to just be streaming on a beach, bro. Just like having like a bonfire, just streaming, and that's like dope to me. Super, super dope. Cause you know why? I'd want to hear what the water just sounds like. The ocean waters, the beautiful fire, the three chairs, the one in them, the conversations, the laughters, the tears, everything like that's not judged and innocent. Like the only thing that survives in the higher states of heaven is what is innocent, what is saw innocent, with innocent eyes, and felt with an innocent heart, and received with arms wide open. So that's like one of my highest excitements is experiencing that reality with myself. And it's not that I don't experience it. It's if you're talking just energetic I do, but shit, physically speaking, nah. But energetically, yeah, I do. I experience that shit. But that's really where life happens. It happens through energy and in energy and as energy. Has it been a life already lived? Yes. It already happened. If listen, the shit I experience in the projection is more abundance of life. But first it is life. And so when you are content with life itself, then your abundance not just makes sense, but it meets sense. So see it already as a reality for yourself. That is what becomes so. And not just so, but sown. And whatever sown is reaped. So what benefits? Not are you coming with, are you enjoying through your authenticity of first thought, first emotion, and first response. That is your benefit, because that's the most authentic expression one will always express, is what comes first, God. So love y'all. Appreciate ya. Peace out. And remember, stay careful.